It all started with Grandpa. He owned a sheep ranch in Utah, and there were some pretty bad winters, a couple, 3 or 4 right in a row, where most of the sheep died. And by about the third time that happened to him, he was sick of that. So they picked up and moved to Southern California, opened a floor covering store. My dad continued that on.
I started laying carpet when I was 12 years old, and I worked in the warehouse. After that, I went on a mission, and then I came home, and my brother and I played football together at BYU. And then I graduated from college and went into the carpet business with my dad. I moved to Utah to get out of the carpet business. And so I went into a different business for a few months, and then I figured out that one wasn't very good either. It was didn't work out well, and I had to do something. And so I said, well, what do I know what to do? I know how to lay carpet, so I went out and got me some tools and started installing carpet. Then after a few months, I thought, I've been in the carpet business. I've managed stores. I know what it is, how it is to sell carpet, what it takes. And so I'm just going to open my own store. 9th East and 21st South, it was an old car dealership that had gone out of business. As I was installing carpet one day, I just walked in there and I rented the place. And then I called my dad and said, send me some carpet. I'm going in the carpet business. So he sent me a couple of truckloads of carpet, and we started in the carpet business. LeGrand Young, an old BYU supporter, was the KSL salesman for KSL TV, and he came by and he says, hey, you're starting a new business here. Yeah, he says, you ought to get on TV. He figured out who I was, and he says, hey, just tell people you're back in town, selling carpet. I said, well, I don't really have enough money to, be on TV. And he says, well, how much do you have? And I said, I don't know, a couple $1,000 is the most I could come up with. And he says, hey, I'll tell you what, for $2,000, we can give you a lot of customers.
And see for yourself the reasons why we don't carpet a house, but we carpet the whole neighborhood.
The first week we were on, we had so many people come to the store, we sold everything we had in 2 days. He calls up and he says, how did it go the first weekend? I says, hey, fantastic. I says, but stop the ads. Hey, have you spent all the money? No, I've only spent less than $1,000. And I said, just stop the ads because I don't have anything else to sell. And it just took off from there. And we got back on TV again with the spot, and people just flooded in. It was amazing when we had more business than we could handle in that one little store. I thought, well, in order to stay on TV and to keep advertising, I need more than one location. So then we put a store in Ogden. Then we put one down in Orem. Then the business really grew.
Folks, there must be a reason why, in just 3 short years, we've become the largest carpet dealer in Utah.